What's up, world? This is Alexander, Playtime Worlds of PlayTimeCares.com, giving you a full NXT recap. NXT, exclusively on the WWE Network. This one is NXT 346, July 27, 2016. Still in Orlando, Florida at Full Sail University. Still have Corey Graves and Tom Phillips as your commentator. You have 5 matches today. Your first match was Shinsuke Nakamura versus Wesley Blake. They started off showing Blake and Murphy arguing about leaving each other ringside during matches. Of course, the most recent was Rhino attacking everybody and Murphy escaping out. Blake said that, look, I carried the tag team, Blake, Murphy, and Alexa, and I'm about to prove it. I'm gonna knock out Shinsuke. So of course, that made Murphy say, well, I'm gonna take out the up-and-coming cruiserweight talent that's on the rise. That's going to prove that I've been carrying the tag team. So, of course, once they get back to the actual match, the crowd is 100% pro Nakamura. And, they did a great, Blake and Nakamura did a great job of actually interfacing with the crowd at the beginning of the match. They really grabbed the crowd attention and kept them in tune with the entire match with those initial antics to completely just showcase kind of like their love of their cheers and jeers. And it was a quick match, but it still was a good match. This match was a 3 out of 5, even though it was a quick match because of that crowd interaction. And Blake, he was hanging there for a little bit, but I mean, Shinsuke got serious, and then Kinshasa ended the match, and it was what it was. Regal comes out, and he essentially tells the crowd and Shinsuke that everybody wants to see Samoa Joe versus Shinsuke, so it's going to happen at NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 2. That is Saturday, August 20th. Of course, the crowd goes nuts, and that was that. So then they did a cutaway to the group Mice and Men talking about their song Relentless. That's the official theme song of NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 2. And they gave a little nice thing about their song and enjoying WWE and the NXT. Your second match of the night was Billie Kay versus Santana Garrett. This match looked very orchestrated. A maneuver is essentially done, and then it's like they paused to actually look at what they did, then look at the crowd to see and gauge the crowd's reaction. Then they would do another maneuver. So it wasn't very fluid. All in all, it was just an average match, 2 out of 5 for it not being fluid enough. Billie Kay ended the suffering with a big boot to Garrett's face, and she got the win. So, like I said, that was 2 out of 5. So then they had a Battleground recap where Sasha Banks revealed her mystery partner was actually Bayley to take on Charlotte in her understudy. And of course, Sasha Banks and Bayley won the match, and they hugged it out because Bayley is a hugger, and it was hug lifetime, hug life. So they showed that. So then they cut away to actual Bayley speaking with the general manager of NXT, William Regal, and saying, look, you saw how I was with Sasha Banks in Battleground. You've seen the streak I've been on. I'm ready for my rematch. Will you please grant that? I want to face Asuka again. Where Regal was like, well, look, I'll pass it by Asuka. If she don't have a problem with it, I'll drop the contract. She was like, yeah, I want to face her at NXT TakeOver Brooklyn because that's where I actually beat Sasha Banks to win the title. The first time, my first time winning the title. So he's like, look, I don't have a problem with it. So, hey, Asuka game, I'm game. She was like, thank you. And then they said that a match between Buddy Murphy and Kota Ibushi was coming up. That's who he was referencing for the Cruiserweight Classic. It was Kota Ibushi. he's doing really well. He's going to beat, Buddy Murphy is going to beat him to prove that he was a person that was carrying the tag team of Blake and Murphy. Your third match, it was TM61 versus Rob Kimball and Adrian Nails. I would say that TM61, they started off with great tag team tandem movements and maneuvers right out the gate. Unfortunately for them, they didn't have any competition. I mean, Kimball and Nails, they didn't really put up too much of a fight. It was a really quick match. So for that reason, it was a 2 out of 5 match. It was entertaining, but it was too one-sided and it was really quick. And then they cut away to showing Austin Aries dancing with No Way Jose last month, and then of course Austin Aries attacking No Way Jose from behind. Then it went to 2 weeks ago when Austin Aries was celebrating his victory in this match, and No Way Jose came and attacked them from behind and made Austin Aries jump through the crowd to get away from him. And then they cut away to Hideo Itami montage, and then they said that he would show up next week. Your fourth match is going to be No Way Jose versus Steve Cutler. No Way Jose is a fun-loving wrestler, and you love his antics and his dancing and all his hypeness. Steve Cutler hit him one time. No Way Jose turned angry, mean, aggressive, vicious, pitbull-like, and he pretty much destroyed Cutler at that point. So that match was a 2 out of 5. It was a quick match. It was an average match because it was so quick. So Jose grabs the mic and said that, you know, Austin Aries ran away the last time that they were face to face, and the next time that they get to meet up face to face, well, it's not going to be a place for Austin Aries to run, and he's going to kick his butt. He didn't use the word butt, but he said he was going to kick his butt. And I'm assuming that that might be a match for NXT TakeOver Brooklyn #2. And then they cut away to Kota Ibushi warming up before his match with Murphy. Your fifth and final match was Buddy Murphy versus Kota Ibushi. Now, I say straight up that this was a pro Ibushi crowd. You know, they was cheering for him non-stop the entire match. It's back and forth action until Kota landed a kick to the head of Murphy and then followed it up with a German suplex. The crowd pretty much exploded at that point. You know, you saw several of the people in the Full Sail University stand up to their feet and watch the rest of the match, you know, standing up. And it was more back and forth action until Kota landed a sit-down powerbomb that ended the night for Murphy. It was a rather impressive win because, like Murphy said, that this is a cruiserweight that's really has a lot of momentum in a cruiserweight tournament that's exclusively on the NXT network. That match was a 3 out of 5. It was a good match. Finally, for this episode of NXT, exclusively on the WWE Network, you had Samoa Joe walking into Full Sail University, and a reporter sticks a microphone in his face immediately and asks him, "Hey, what do you think? William Regal just made a match between you and Shinsuke Nakamura for NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 2. Joe was like, "What? Man, I'm tired of being disrespected like this. I'm gonna fix it." So they let everybody know that Bobby Roode will actually be on NXT next week. When the camera flashes back to Samoa Joe, he is headed towards the ring. He gets in the ring and says William Regal, despite him being a general manager, did not consult him about having a match with Shinsuke Nakamura. So the match is null and void. He's not going to do the match. Shinsuke didn't put forth the effort that he had to put forth in order to get a title shot, so he's denying Shinsuke's request. If they want a championship match, then William Regal's going to have to talk with him directly and they will come together in agreement with someone that's worthy to actually have a title match. Of course, that brings out William Regal. William Regal, in essence, said, look, man, I'm the general manager. I ain't got to consult nothing with you. If you don't want to fight Shinsuke, then you forfeit the belt, and we'll find somebody for Shinsuke to fight at NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 2. Samoa Joe was like, nah, I'm not giving up my belt. If that's how you want to do it, cool. But it's on you. I'm going to beat that boy senseless. I'm paraphrasing, of course. He didn't say that. He said, but come to think of it, I better not see him before NXT TakeOver Brooklyn, because he just might not make it there. And of course, Shinsuke music comes out, and he comes out and shows himself, and he's dancing and doing this little contortion type things to him, just giving a little one-upmanship to him, you know? So that's how they actually ended NXT. Hey, subscribe to PlayTimeCares.com. I do more than wrestling reviews. Follow me on my YouTube channel. Follow me on all social media. I'm always Playtime Cares. Playtime out. Go to PlayTimeCares.com and subscribe for more than just wrestling. And subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on all social media. I'm always